My name is Gail. Many know me as Gigi. I'm the owner of Astoria Express Transportation Company. We are a private school bus company here in Astoria, Queens.
And tell me, you've been hit by crime on a couple of occasions, I heard. Tell me about the history of the crime and your business.
So we're a private school bus company. We've been serving this community for over 40 years. My parents started the company here, and after the pandemic happened, I took over and I wanted to continue to serve my community. So the continuous crime that I've been dealing with is a group of minors continue to vandalize my school buses. The last one was on April 2nd. Well, the major one was April 2nd, where they came, broke into my lot. They took the keys inside my bus, turned it on, drove all around my lot, and hit all my 8 buses and other vehicles. They broke mirrors, they broke doors, they damaged the motor of my other bus. So this is just costing me over $100,000 in repairs, and how much business I lost because I couldn't service my community for that day. And I was looking everywhere to see who can get the job done as soon as possible, because parents need me. I see it as that my community needs me. But what can I do in these cases when they continue to come? They get arrested, they've been let go, and then they come back. What do I do in that case? I feel like my hands are tied, and that's what everyone keeps telling me. They're minors, they're gonna be let go, so don't get your hopes up, So it's like, then what do? I have to let it just happen? Even with the restraining order, which was in place, I called and let them know, hey, they're a block away from my location. They told me it's okay. As long as they're not inside my property, they can be a block away. So I'm just paranoid at this point. I've hired security. That's cost me $1,000 each week just to pay for security. Once again, I am a small business. I'm recovering from the pandemic still. I took out loans to be able to keep running like I am now. But it's becoming impossible to keep up with the loss that I've been constantly having to repair my buses. This weekend was another break-in. They damaged my buses. I don't know, it's been 3 times already. So it's like, in the last month it's been 3 times. What do I do in this case? I can't keep up with paying damages the next day and the next day, to keep up with being able to provide my community or keeping my employees. My employees have families. I don't want to let them go. I have work. It's just a matter of me technically paying for these damages every single time, and I don't know how much every single time it's gonna cost me. Like I said, April 2nd was the largest amount that I've ever spent, but I can't continue like this. I don't know how am I supposed to keep providing for my community this way. I have good intentions, like I said, to continue. I'm not even asking for free money. I'm asking for work. If whoever book me for shuttles, trips, whatever it is, I am here to work. But please help me find a resolution to prevent these minors that keep taunting my business. I don't know what else to do at this point.
So about the program that's been rolled out today, do you think that's going to be helpful, or do you think it's gone beyond that in the case of your business?
In my case, once again, what I'm understanding from this program is that, yes, you call them, they get arrested. Okay, but in my case, they're minors. They get released. So it's like, what's the point? Because that's already happening. They get released. They get caught. They get released. So now what? What's going to go further than this? And everyone says, get a lawyer, sue them. They live in low-income communities. What am I going to get? Who's going to help me? I even asked if they can possibly do community service in my lot from all the damages that they did. Paint my buses, whatever, fix stuff from what they did to learn their lesson, to see what it is, what hard work really is. But they said no, they can't have them do that. So it's like, then what? What am I left with? I'm left with having to fix everything. To what cost? So my business can close down? That's what it's looking like. That's what the outcome is looking like. And it's unfortunate because I worked so hard these past 2 years after the pandemic to continue this business, to hoping that I can provide it for another 40 years. But I don't know if I can keep up with it. I don't know. I see it as, yes, they get arrested. That's what I'm understanding. They get them arrested, but they're minors. They get released. So there's nothing in their policy that says that, okay, maybe we can do something furthermore. They're not scared of the police. They're not scared of being arrested. So it's like, and I don't think it's going to help my case.
Where is your business located?
We're located on 26th Avenue and 4th Street here in Astoria, Queens, by Astoria Park.
The minors that were arrested before for vandalizing your buses, what happened to them?
So when April 2nd happened, I had the footages. I called the cops because my drivers, since they're driving here in Astoria, and I show them the pictures of these kids to keep an eye out if they're ever close to my area again. My driver saw that they were walking towards my yard. I ran to the back end of the yard to see what they would do. And then once again, they came back. I called the cops. The cops came maybe 30 minutes after. They already went in my lot. They saw that my mechanics were there. They ran out and left. So it's like they just keep coming back. They keep coming back.
Were they punished at all for the April 2nd incident?
We actually, yes. I went in the police car. We were looking for them after I called them. We went looking for them. We found them. I showed the police, I showed the cop the pictures that it was them because I found them. My dad had to walk and look for them, so we were in communication. I showed the cops who it is, and then we got them, and then from there, brought them to jail, of course. We're released right after. And then, like I said, it just continues to happen.
And the same perpetrators came back a second time?
Yeah, the second time. And now this third time, Sunday, it looked like it was a different group of kids. So I'm not sure if they have any relationship or friendship with them, because like I said, it was a group of 8 kids. So some could have stood doing something else, and then the other group came. I don't know. But they just continue to taunt us. And even though my dad caught them, he got to the lot, saw them, they were walking like nothing. They were like literally just like making fun of the whole situation. They were like, "What are you following me for? Leave me alone." And they're just walking, doing what they do. Nothing, like nothing happened.
What age do you think they were?
They range from the age between 10 to 16. 10 to 16.
And so, like, what is your general feeling with crime here? What do the police? Is this program enough? What should the police be doing, or what should law enforcement be doing to deter youth from committing these crimes?
I feel like they have to be more stricter with the juvenile that continue to do this crime, as opposed to just letting them out with just a notice or with just a whatever. It just is not doing anything. So they have to be a little bit more stricter on how they can go about them learning their lesson, community service, or actually, I feel like the best thing they should do is to have them come to the business that they ruined and work in the repairs for free, because they were the ones that destroyed it. In the end, they should be the ones to see what it takes to build a business, how much hard work it takes, because I feel like they don't understand it, and because they don't understand it, they continue to do it. You know, they don't understand how hard it is to keep up with the business, and I feel like they're bored. They're having fun. That's how they see it. Well, in our end, we're struggling. I can't feed my family because of this. I can't continue to pay my employees because of this. How am I supposed to provide my community when this is being okayed? I feel like they're okaying it. A slap in the wrist, and that's it. They let them go. They need to find better ways to teach the juveniles that continue to do this crime so they can learn their lesson. Because just getting them arrested is not teaching them anything. They're not scared of the police. They're not.
Do you think New York is soft on crime?
Very. I feel like New York is very soft on crime. They pick and choose what they want to be serious about, you know, and that's where this all falls in. I feel like there's not too much justice in the system. There isn't. And it is not just about crime. I feel like in general, the justice, especially for the small business owners, families that are hardworking class families, there's no justice. I feel like when we need help, it's like they pick and choose who they really want to take things serious and what they don't, you know. So they need to be more stronger, reinforced more.
Is the survival of your business under threat now with the costs incurred due to the crimes and the break-ins and the...
Absolutely. Like I said, last month, it's been over $100,000 lost in my business. That's my savings. Once again, I've been saving from the pandemic. I've been doing good. I did great. I feel like I did fantastic. But now all my saving has gone to the damages. And I had so much high hopes this year. I was already getting my woman-owned small business certificate. I was getting involved in the government bids. I'm trying to, you know, create more job opportunities for the community and the business to grow, and it's becoming impossible for growth to happen, especially for someone like me that took over a family business and wants to continue to do for so many more years, and hopefully I can pass it down to my children. But it's becoming harder and harder at this point.